Marjoba! Hello my friends and welcome back to Tamada's table. Today we are not cooking. Today we are talking about Georgian wine. You would ask why? Because food and wine are inseparable in Georgian culinary tradition, and Georgian table always consists of food and wine. And I recommend many wines for many dishes in my videos, so I thought it would be good to have some conversation about Georgian wines. So today we will be reviewing 6 Georgian wines, 3 white and 3 red. All wines come from Kakheti region. Why Kakheti? Because 80% of best Georgian wines are produced in Kakheti. Wine is made across Georgia, but mostly in Kakheti, where climate and soil are ideal for winemaking. Kakheti produces 80% of best Georgian wines, including Qvevri wines. The vineyards are planted with unique native grape varieties such as satsnakheli, Mtsvane-Kisi, supra. The easternmost region, Kakheti, was always the first to suffer from numerous invasions, and enemies always destroyed vineyards first. This is Tbilisi monastery in Kakheti. Built in the 6th century, the monastery is placed on top of the mountain. The road is so steep that you can drive only to the base point, where the monks cultivate their grapes and make delicious wines. Then, trained drivers in small buses drive you up to the top. This is Marani room of the Tbilisi monastery from ancient times, and you can see old Qvevri buried in the earth. And these are the Qvevri which the monks used to make delicious wine. Here you stand enjoying ancient church and majestic view of Alazani Valley with Mediterranean climate, where best grapes have been grown for centuries. They say that grapes reflect the character of the place where they grow. The Alazani River Valley is one of the centers of Kakhetian winemaking. The soil, temperature and climate varies from one side of the river to the other. The microzones on the right bank differ from those on the left bank side of the river. Kakhetians love to make shish kebab under the walnut trees. Every Kakhetian grows grapes and makes wine, which is stored in Marani wine cellar, and they love guests. So what to know about Georgian wine culture? Fact number 1. Georgians don't drink without toasting, and kaumarjos or cheers is very important word in Georgian language. This is actually a horn because Georgians use a lot of different vessels as ordered by Tamada. Here he is. And this horn is a very unique vessel because you cannot really put it on the back on the table. See, it will spill all wine. So that's how you need to drink bottoms up in Georgian way. Kaumarjos! The name of my cooking channel is Tamada's Table, and it's all about delicious Georgian cuisine and food which fills the Georgian table. But who runs the Georgian table? It's him, Tamada. That's why the name of my channel is Tamada's Table. Here is my Tamada. Tamada is a toast master in Georgian language, and he presides over huge quantities of food and wine at Georgian table. Yeah, Georgian table always has a lot of food and a lot of wine. And he makes a lot of toasts. And actually it's a very difficult job because Tamada must be intelligent, well-educated, knowledgeable about different things, quick thinker and great sense of humor, because sometimes Georgian parties are over 200 people. And I often think that good Tamada can easily have a job of a CEO of a large corporation, excellent public speaking skills, charismatic, engaging, dynamic leader. Can be a CEO good Tamada? It's a good question. I guess they can be trained. Fact number 2. Georgians don't drink without food, and we always serve food when we serve wine. At least bread, traditional Georgian bread from Tone will be on the table. with cheese and with some fresh herbs and tomatoes and cucumbers in season, cheese bread, khachapuri, and if you have hinkali, even better. If not, then go and watch all my videos on YouTube, because they will fill Georgian table. Next fact, my friends, Georgia is the birthplace of wine and winemaking, and wines have been made in Georgia for over 8,000 years. Can you imagine? 8,000 years, ancient Georgians were fermenting grape juice into wines. How do we know that? In 2017, we had new archaeological evidence of the world's earliest winemaking, 20 miles only from the capital Tbilisi. And Georgian word for wine, gvino, is thought to have given names to vino and wine for wine. So I have two wines of the same name, Kakheti, which is the name of the grape. Now let's look at the difference. Do you see the difference in color? This wine is dry white wine, which is made in European way. This wine is of pale straw color, as you can see, and this wine is of beautiful amber color. So you will ask, why such difference when the wines are made from the same Kakheti grape? And I can tell you that the difference is the method of making this wine. This wine is made in European way, which was introduced in Georgia only in the 19th century. And the seeds and stems and skins are separated from the grape's juice. European way of making wines was introduced in Georgia by a very popular poet and distinguished public figure, Prince Alexander Chavchavadze. He also participated in the Napoleonic Wars of 1812, and my guess, he was just very hospitable man. He always loved to have people in his Tsinandali estate, and he started experimenting how to make wines in Georgia in European way. And from that time, wine started to be made in European way in Georgia. You see difference in color, right? But it's also difference in taste. The bouquet is very fruity, and it's I think it's like apple and melon dominates the flavor. Let me try, let me sip it. Yes, and it has very fresh finish. So this is Kakheti wine made in European way, but this wine is made according to the ancient Georgian Qvevri technology. So what is Qvevri? Qvevri is a huge egg-shaped vessel made from clay, which is entirely buried in the ground. And the grape's juice is not separated from the skins, seeds and stems. All this is poured into Qvevri and ferments together. Both red and white wines are made in Georgia according to this ancient technology. But unique are white wines, because if you look at the color, with this long contact with the skins and stems and seeds, the white grape juice turns into amber or orange color. And these are the wines which Alexander Dumas, who happened to travel in the Caucasus in the 19th century, yes, the great writer, the father of three musketeers, he called these wines the topaz wines of Kakheti. Actually, this type of wine, amber wines, are usually served at Georgian feast or supra, because they are naturally fermented wines without any addition of commercial yeasts. And they are great with any kind of dish. Let me try this one. These wines are stronger in alcohol and in tannins. So that's why, you need to really get used to these wines. This wine actually tastes like honey. And it has this, special aroma. But the production of Qvevri wines is very small in Georgia. It's about only 3%. That's why most of the wines, they are made in European way. Now you understand the difference between Qvevri wines made according to the ancient Georgian technology and European method, which was introduced in Georgia only in the 19th century. In 2013, this ancient Qvevri method of making wines in Georgia was put on UNESCO Cultural Heritage list, so you can understand how unique it is. Both types of wines, wines made in European way and wines made in Kakhetian or ancient Georgian Qvevri way, are available online and in the shops in the United States. This is dry amber wine Rkatsiteli. Rka means horn and Iteli means red. Usually these are tannic, amber-hued wines made from Rkatsiteli white grapes grown in Kakheti. The grapes are left to ferment with their skins for long, and this gives complexity and texture to this wine. Believe me, once you taste lobio phali, satsivi, chakapuli, chicken tobacco or shish kebab with this amber Kakhetian wine, then you won't imagine a Georgian dish without it. Next is Tsinandali wine made from Rkatsiteli and Manavi grapes grown in the Tsinandali microzone of Kakheti. It's of light straw color, fine bouquet and mild exquisite taste. Typically it matures from 2 to 3 years, and if you ask me if you can get good quality Tsinandali, it's the most elegant Georgian wine. Mtsvane-Kisi, dry white wine made from 2 indigenous grape varieties, Mtsvane and Kisi. Light color with a greenish hue, because Mtsvane in Georgian means green. The palate is smooth and velvety with very enjoyable fresh finish. And this wine goes very well with salads, phali dishes, fish, white meat and cheese. I have 3 red wines for you, my friends, and they are made from the same Saperavi grapes. Saperavi grapes are unique. They have red, thick skins, but also red pulp, which is very unusual for red grapes, which usually have red skins but clear pulps. And that's why the color for the wine comes from the contact of the skins with the pulp. But Saperavi is unique. It's indigenous Georgian grape variety. It has both very thick red skins and red pulp, and therefore red juice. 3 wines, 2 dry red wines, both from Kakheti, and 1 semi-sweet Georgian wine. I'll explain to you later. Let's start with Qvevri wine. This wine is made according to the ancient Georgian method in Qvevri, these huge clay vessels which are entirely buried underground. So this wine, these are really rare wines and they are high in tannic. This is full-bodied wine, fruity bouquets, and they are heavier wines which are made from very high quality Saperavi grapes, sometimes hand-picked. And I don't recommend to serve this wine without food, but it's excellent with almost any dishes. I love Qvevri wines, they're so delicious. Oh, this is amazing fruity bouquet. These wines are a little bit more expensive than wines made in European way, and you can always find them because they have Qvevri, the word Qvevri or Qvevruli on their labels. Next is Mtsvane, which is made in European way from Saperavi grapes, which grow in Mtsvane microzone of Georgian region. And you can see that it's ruby color, and it has like a black cherry and chocolate bouquet. This wine is actually one of my favorites because it's the wine which we drink in Georgia like every day at the table. It's like Georgian Chianti. It goes very well with many dishes. Delicious. Now let's move to Georgian semi-sweet wines, because Georgian semi-sweet wines don't really fall into the same category of other semi-sweet wines, because they have just natural sweetness of grapes. And this is Qvevri. Qvevri is a very popular wine in Georgia. It's made from supra grapes, but what makes Qvevri is that the grapes, they grow in the micro zone near the Qvevri village in Kakheti. And actually Georgians, they serve these wines with spicy food and meat dishes, in addition of course to desserts and cheese. So let's try Qvevri. See, it's kind of pomegranate color, and it has the bouquet of plums and wild berries, and maybe something else, which I cannot describe with my words. These are my 3 red wines today. There are many more red wines in Georgia, but these 3 red wines will get you started. So today, my friends, I introduced you to 6 Georgian wines. 3 white wines and 3 red wines, all from Kakheti region and all available in the United States. I hope you enjoyed the beginning of your journey to learn more about Georgian wines. And remember that in Georgia we never drink without food. So Tamada's table is here for you, because we have great variety of recipes to fill your table. And when you have Georgian party, you serve Georgian food and you serve Georgian wine. Don't forget to assign somebody to make toast. And somebody is him, Tamada. Kalmarjos!